Welcome back to the Morning Wrap. Joining me right now is Lacy Nicole, the founder of Shame to Sparkle, an organization focused on advocacy and providing mental health resources. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Now I am hungry because you guys in the pizza talk.
I know. We always talk about food here, so if you...
Now I need a big piece of pizza.
We got a couple spots down the street. Mental health is obviously something that's so important. I was watching a ton of interviews that you've done over the past few months, and I know that you mentioned that you suffered from childhood trauma and also a horrific crime that you had witnessed. And you mentioned in a lot of those interviews how trauma can be experienced in so many different ways, and people have different levels. Can you just explain to me what you went through, how you were able to move through that, and how now you've made it your mission to make sure people don't feel alone?
Yeah, of course. So I always say trauma doesn't discriminate. Trauma doesn't pick or choose, and we all experience trauma to some level in our life. Birth is a trauma. Women experience an immense amount of trauma. Miscarriage is a trauma. Disease is a trauma. Loss is a trauma. And these are all parts of our day-to-day experience. And we're kind of taught to normalize that if you discuss it, you're somewhat unwell or a victim. And so with myself, I was a victim of a horrific crime. I was taken, and I had developed PTSD, several autoimmune diseases, and I carried a lot of shame surrounding this experience, and ultimately started speaking on panels to women and realizing, you know, how we are all connected in this, and we all experience something that really shakes us. And PTSD is so prevalent, if not today, I mean more than ever, and CPTSD in particular, which a lot of people haven't normalized, which is complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And so I think when we can normalize the discussion surrounding this, we really come together as a society and we can bridge the gap for our mental health.
Let's talk about your foundation, the Shame to Sparkle. Tell me all about it and why you wanted to create this.
Well, I wanted to create it. Obviously, I love sparkle.
And I love that you're sparkling today.
But I think a lot of humanity is deep-rooted in shame, right? And we're kind of shamed from a young age if you don't have enough, if you have too much. And a lot of women, men experience shame in their childhood, or maybe your parents could afford something, or maybe they could afford something. And so just normalizing, you know, how we're neurowired to seek, you know, resolution when it comes to our health, when it comes to community, and to sparkle after shame. You know, we're all capable of experiencing amazing things and shining together, which I know sounds like a cliche, but to me, sparkling is just, you know, being your most authentic, vulnerable self and healing these wounds that maybe weren't ours to carry.
Yeah. Well, we also showed when we were talking about that, the podcast that goes along with it, which is amazing. We only have 15 seconds left. I do want to talk about the board that you're on.
Yes, I am on the board of COSF. So I also work with childhood cancer advocacy because my daughter has a genetic issue, and it was founded by filmmaker and philanthropist Thomas Pierce. And they do an array of work. We've raised over $5 million for pediatric cancer and research surrounding it. So a lot of philanthropic work happening here.
Yeah, I was going to say, you do a lot, and it's great because it's good work and it's all there to help people. So thank you so much. I'm so sorry we ran out of time, but you're amazing.
Okay.
We're going to put all this up on our website, kconnews.com/themorningwrap. And thank you so much. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Thank you.